Hey guys, this is the Political Kid here today, and today I'm going to be explaining how we could change the 1968 election so that the Democratic candidate Hubert Humphrey could win the election, and how that would change American history in general. So there's a few key reasons why Hubert Humphrey lost the 1968 general election. One of the reasons is that there was primaries, but Hubert Humphrey was only the candidate because the delegates at the national convention picked him instead of the states picking delegates for him. And also another reason is, of course, Vietnam. It was very unpopular during the time, and it just made a lot of Americans feel very very sad and very worried about what could happen in the next 4 years if a Democrat who supported the Vietnam War would be in the office for the next 4 years. Another reason is that Hubert Humphrey was too much of a liberal, and George Wallace was willing to take advantage of that, making sure that segregationist Democrats would vote for him instead, and would take a lot of votes from Hubert Humphrey. So he lost a lot of support within the South, and just even in states that would seem like that it would be Democratic strongholds today, but were very close, like California, Illinois, Ohio, and in New Jersey, which Hubert Humphrey needed to win the Electoral College. There's a few ways we could fix this. Number one, we could have Hubert Humphrey actually participate in the primaries, and have Lyndon Johnson realize before the New Hampshire primaries that he probably couldn't win the general election, even if he was made the candidate. So that would give Hubert Humphrey more legitimacy within the Democratic Party, so people would support him more. To help the second problem, we could have George Wallace try to realize that Richard Nixon would be the favorite for the election, and he would try to get more conservatives who didn't support Lyndon Johnson's administration to try to vote for him, so he could get more support within just the general South. And the last way we could change this timeline is that Hubert Humphrey would challenge Nixon into a debate, and it would become an issue that Americans would really care about instead. So that would give Hubert Humphrey legitimacy for being a person who could actually act as president. So on election night, California would probably be a tie, but Hubert Humphrey would win Illinois, Ohio, New Jersey, and other swing states to win the election, just getting him over 270. Now, it would really, the Electoral College would actually probably be in question because of this election. However, like in our current timeline, I doubt that it would be changed. So, that's kind of it. I would say that because of the war in Vietnam, Hubert Humphrey would probably switch his positions to get out of Vietnam for the 1972 election, as quickly as possible, and he would probably win re-election if he ran in 1972, which I think he would, since he ran in 1972 in our current timeline. So I could definitely see that. But I don't know, he probably wouldn't be a very popular president. Watergate wouldn't happen, so Republicans don't have a scandal within the 70s, so there could really be a very contentious election in 1976. The Democrats would probably be seen in American politics as those who are weak and would pull it out of Vietnam and not help those who already died and make the Vietnam War about nothing. That would be to the general public for the 1976 election, as by then we'd be out of Vietnam, and whoever ran against a Republican would probably lose. There'd be no Watergate. There'd be no, like, issue that would hurt the Republicans, and there would be an oil crisis that would hurt the Democrats. So I could potentially see Ronald Reagan running with someone like Bob Dole, maybe, to win the 1976 election, and then go on to win the midterms. The Republicans wouldn't be able to handle the oil crisis and the Iran hostage crisis like Jimmy Carter did. However, I feel like they could do a better job of doing it, and so I think that it would be close. I do think that since Democrats would have scandals and the Republicans wouldn't really have as many scandals, the Republicans with Ronald Reagan running for re-election would still win in 1980. It was the 80s. I could definitely see someone, maybe Bob Dole if he wanted to run. However, we could probably see a younger candidate, maybe like George H.W. Bush, running to get that youthful vote so that the Republicans aren't always just the experienced candidate. I could see George H.W. Bush losing to someone like Mike Dukakis, Jerry Brown, or like Mario Cuomo. However, I'd say that Michael Dukakis would probably have a better time getting the nomination, and I'd say that Michael Dukakis would probably win states like California, Illinois, and which would give him over 270, and I'd probably say he would win about 310-ish electoral votes. Like the George H.W. presidency, the Democrats would definitely be looking great for their re-election bid because of the end of the Cold War, and I mean, I don't think that they would do as much into like Kuwait as they did in our timeline. However, they definitely do something, I feel like. That's it. However, there's definitely still a lot of economic issues that would hurt the Americans, so I could see someone just running. I mean, maybe John McCain, maybe Bob Dole would run, so that's definitely something. It would definitely be probably similar to the 1992 election we'd have in our timeline, but it's just instead of Democrats winning, it's because it's Republicans winning. And so for the rest of the timeline, I think I could safely say something, as I think Bob Dole would run in a re-election in 1996. Because it was the 90s, he would probably win re-election. I could see someone like Joe Lieberman winning in 2000 and 2004. Obama winning in 2008. However, it would be more close since the recession would still happen. However, it wouldn't be as hard. So in 2012, I could definitely see Mitt Romney barely winning. I could see Mitt Romney winning in 2016. I could see someone like Bernie Sanders winning in 2020. And I could definitely see someone like Ron DeSantis or Vivek Ramaswamy running in 2024. Well, that's going to be it, you guys. If you enjoyed the video and want me to post more stuff, go like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for me, go in the comments below. And hope you have a good day.